Hi everybody, from Barbara and welcome back to my channel. This is a very special video for two reasons, because I will prepare a classic of Italian cuisine, that is the vegetable broth that you can use in many preparations, and next week I will show you how I use it. But also because many of you asked me for a home tour. This is actually my husband's new apartment, but I'm very happy to show it to you because I really love it. So let's cook together, and then if you would like, let's come together to visit my home. And these are some of the veggies you could use to prepare this delicious broth. 3 of them are considered mandatory in Italy, and they are celery, carrot and onion. Then our favorite keto ingredient, extra virgin olive oil, and if you will enjoy the broth immediately, some salt. Then there are optional vegetables, and I choose chard, zucchini and cherry tomatoes. To give an amazing extra flavor, I highly recommend some cloves. And at the end of the cooking, you could also sprinkle the vegetable broth with aromatic herbs like basil, rosemary or sage, all cut as little as possible. Let's start by washing and cutting all the vegetables. To prepare this broth, you don't need to dice the veggies because it is enough to cut them in half. So it's not a big job and you will have them ready in no time. Another useful tip is to stick all the cloves into the onion so they won't disappear in your broth. This spice is not really very nice to eat, so if you do like you see in my video, your broth will have all the flavor without the risk of eating this very pointy ingredient. It is also good to know that there are some veggies that are strictly forbidden in a vegetable broth because of their strong and unique flavors that don't match with the rest of our ingredients, and they are artichokes, broccoli, bell peppers and eggplants, so be careful not to use them. Talking about forbidden vegetables, I have to remind you that carrots are not keto, so even if we are using 1 carrot, we can never eat it because it contains too many carbs for a ketogenic diet. Now that all our veggies are ready, it's time for the cooking, so put them in a tall and big pot. Pour some extra virgin olive oil on top and finally cover all the ingredients with cold water. It is really important to start this process using cold water because only in this way all the nutrients will go out of your veggies and will form a broth full of flavor and healthy elements. But if you use warm water, the nutrients will mostly remain into the vegetables. Now cover with a lid, put your heating at maximum power and wait for the water to start boiling. The last step when you reach the boiling point is to lower the heat at medium-high because it should go on boiling for half an hour but not that strongly. So you should have slow bubbles and still use the lid until the cooking will be finished. As you can clearly see, after 30 minutes boiling, the veggies have not their vibrant colors anymore because they are cooked, but also because all the nutrients are now into the water that we cannot call water anymore because it is actually our very healthy homemade vegetable broth. So it's time to filter it, putting a glass container under a big net. I bought both of them at IKEA, and as you can imagine, they don't pay me to sponsor their products, but I have to admit that I love them because they are truly practical. This glass Tupperware has also an hermetic lid, so I could put my broth into the freezer after letting it cool down. But I will not, because later I will prepare also next week video and I will use some of this broth. We will eat the rest of it immediately while it's still warm. So I have to add some salt because, as I said at the beginning of this video, you should know how you will use the broth for adding the right amount of salt. Then I will serve only with grated Parmesan cheese and it will be delicious.
I really hope you like today's recipe and you will consider subscribing to my channel. See you here with a ketogenic video in English every Monday, but also with the same video in Spanish on Wednesday and in Italian on Friday. Thank you all and see you next week.
Welcome to our home in Bergamo, Italy. As many of you probably know by following my Instagram account or by listening to our ketogenic story, we are a family of 4, my husband and me, plus our 2 kids, a 21-year-old son and a 16-year-old daughter. And this is the entrance of our apartment and all the living space, because we love an open plan that allow us to entertain and cook at the same time. We also like to have an outdoor space that, even if it is teeny tiny, allow us to eat outside. But today you see all the chairs covered because we had crazy time this year with a lot of strong and beautiful thunderstorms. So I will show you this terrace and a balcony in the other side of our apartment, maybe when I will prepare a nice dinner al fresco. So let's go back inside. And this is my beloved kitchen that is very hidden behind these wooden panels, but it has an amazing island and cooking here is a true pleasure. It's time to visit our 3 bedrooms, so we will start with the first one that is also the cutest because it's my daughter Letitia's space and she has a big bed full of pillows. The kids' bathroom is between their rooms, so after it you can see my son's Umberto little bedroom. He doesn't live with us anymore because he's a big man, but he is always more than welcome to us. Umberto loves traveling, like me, so he chose to have a huge map of the entire world as decoration, and he has the same one in Stockholm too. And this is my bedroom that I share with my husband Andrea. You can see my makeup corner and the ensuite bathroom, but the highlight of this place is definitely the little gym that we have been able to build at the end of the walk-in closet. We all love it and we all use it every day. Our apartment is finished, but I hope you liked our indoor walk and I hope to see you soon on my YouTube channel.